Hello, everyone. This is Jorge Quintero here, Senior Cybersecurity Solutions Engineer. And today we will walk through the secure workload and Splunk integration that will add value to your SecOps or security analyst operations, where you monitor for policy compliance in your environment, as well as some operational alerts that might happen with the Cisco Secure Workload solution that can be exported to CMs, or in this case, Splunk, for further analysis. But before jumping into our demo, let's just quickly walk through the secure workload and Splunk integration from an architectural point of view, where we have the secure workload cluster that is communicating with a syslog connector. Now, this syslog connector here, it is deployed in what we call an edge appliance. And this edge appliance is a virtual machine that you can install in any hypervisor, for example, VMware EXXI or any KVM flavored hypervisor, right? And from that edge virtual appliance, you will then spin up a syslog connector to export or stream those logs and alerts from secure workload, right? And those logs and alerts can be, for example, policy compliance alerts or operational alerts, say, for example, if agent stopped sending traffic or we see some sort of trouble with the agents. So you can stream that telemetry data to Splunk for further analysis. On the Splunk side, we have what is called the Cisco Security Cloud application, or Splunk app. And this Cisco Security Cloud application, it contains not only secure workload, but all of our Cisco security product portfolio, right? You can find AI defense, Duo, email threat defense, secure client, iSurveillance, vulnerability intelligence, and more. So now I will just navigate to my demo environment, right? But first, I just wanted to quickly navigate to this Splunk-based app where you can see the Cisco Security Cloud Control. This is available for you for free without any additional license or cost. The latest version, as you can see, was updated on November 25, and then you can see all the products that are enabled in the Cisco Security Cloud Control app. Now I will jump to my Cisco Secure Workload environment, and I will navigate first to the virtual edge appliance. And for that, I need to navigate to Workloads, Virtual Appliances, and here you will see that virtual appliance. Now, as I said before, this is a VM that you will deploy in your hypervisor, and you will enable connectors on it that are just a container instance within that virtual machine. So in this case, I have my syslog connector. I will click on it. And this syslog connector is streaming the alerts, right, or logs to a destination source. So in this case, I have the server address, that is the connector address that I have within that VM, and the port that I'm using to stream that traffic. Now, when it comes to the compliance alerts or logs that you can stream, you can navigate here to Alerts Config. And here you can select the alert type that you want to export to that CM system, in this case Splunk, and of course the publisher, right, that will consume that. So for example, if I click here on compliance, I can select the type of compliance alert that I want to stream. Let's say, for example, enforcement policy. I can apply that to an application. Let's say, for example, my healthcare application, and I can apply a value to it, right, a condition. And under the condition, I will say that if the enforcement annotated flows, right, this means that the flows that has been rejected are hitting the catch-all policy, right, just as an example, right. You can also select the severity that you want to add to that alert. I will cancel this. And once you configure that, you can then choose the publisher, right? In this case, I want to stream that traffic, for example, to the alerting subsystem itself on the secure workload cluster, right? So this will be presented on the GUI. And I want to stream that to the syslog connector, right? So it can then stream that traffic forward to Splunk. I will cancel here. And you can see again all the different alerting types, right? For example, forensics, that is related to runtime behavior that we see on the workload, the sensors, right? That is more for operational view of what is happening with the agents, enforcement, connector, and traffic. So all of this you can stream. I will navigate to Splunk. This is my Splunk instance here, and you will see that I already have installed the Cisco Security Cloud. I will click on it, and under Cisco Security Cloud, you can see all the different Cisco security products, right, that are in our portfolio. And you can see here at the very bottom, the Cisco Secure Workload. Now, I already have configured mine. As you can see here, I have my CSW tenant, but I just want to quickly walk you through the configuration. So I will click on Edit Configuration. And the first thing is to put a meaningful name for that connection to that specific cluster. In this case, I'm just using the tenant that I have from my Secure Workload SaaS deployment. The input type, of course, the transfer method that you're using. Again, I configure on the syslog connector to use UDP on port 514, the IP address of the connector that will be streaming that traffic to the Splunk CM, and additional information such as the sort type and the index, right? Of course, the last one is interval, how long the Splunk Cisco Security app will query the Cisco Secure Workload cluster, right? So by default is 60 seconds. I will cancel there, and now we'll navigate to App Analytics. So here in App Analytics, you can see the analytics for all of the different products that are enabled in Cisco Security Cloud Control. Cisco Security Control. And what I will do here is to click on Cisco Secure Workload Dashboard. And under the Cisco Secure Workload Dashboard, then you can see all the different alerts, right, that I was mentioning before, that we're streaming to Splunk, right? We have the traffic alerts, compliance alerts, sensor and connector alerts, forensic alerts, enforcement alerts, alerts that are not categorized, right? They don't have any category defined, and of course a quick view of the numbers of high severity or critical severity alerts, as well as the distribution of those alerts, right? And of course, if you have any forensics events, they will show up here, right? And you can act upon the severity level. I just want to also quickly navigate to, for example, the time range. As you can see here, I'm just looking at the last 7 days, but you can quickly come here and filter for the time range that you're interested to, right? For example, I will just select 5 minutes ago. If I update this and apply the configuration, it will show me the alerts from the last 5 minutes. Right, so you can see here the alerts that I have seen for the past 5 minutes. If I keep scrolling down, you will also see that now the high severity alerts have lowered down, right? Because my time frame is smaller, right? So you can see this. So this is the walkthrough of our presentation for today. I hope you have enjoyed, and please do not forget to subscribe. We also update some very nice content about secure workload and the ecosystem, right, or any new features. So I want to thank you very much for watching this video and hope to see you again.